Hey, what's up? Skillshot4 here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to attack on the map Haven. Haven is a very interesting map, primarily because it has 3 bomb sites. Because it has 3 bomb sites, it plays a little bit differently than traditional maps with just 2 bomb sites. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how to attack on Haven. So the first site that we're going to tackle is C site. Now when attacking this bomb site, you're going to want to have 3 players push from C long and 2 players push to mid doors. This is your standard setup and it's going to be how you're going to attack bomb site C on most rounds. However, another viable strategy is to have 2 players push from long and 3 players push mid doors. If your team has a lot of money built up and they have a lot of long range guns such as Vandals, Phantoms, and even the UP, then you're going to want to have 3 of them push from long and 2 go into garage or mid doors. However, if your team is on a half buy or a force buy and you have a mix of rifles and SMGs, then you're going to want to play a lot closer and you're going to want to push from mid. In this situation, you're going to have 3 players push from mid and 2 players go long. The players with the close range SMGs are going to be pushing garage, whereas the players with the rifles are going to be pushing long. When attacking with a full buy, players at long should make contact with the enemy first, that way it'll be easier for the players attacking garage to take the enemy off guard. When attacking with a forced buy, the players at garage should make contact first, that way your players at long have a better chance of moving up before taking a gunfight. Let me show you how to attack from C long. First, you're going to want to clear out the back of the site and make sure you get rid of any oppers or anyone holding those long range angles. As you move up, always check for the covering on the right because some people get aggressive and hold there. As you continue to move up, always have your crosshair where someone could be, that way you won't be caught by surprise. Clear out all these angles that someone could be holding to try to take you off guard. Clear out every single angle with small peaks and slowly move up. Remember to check both left and right when you move onto the site because people will be hiding in both spots. As you continue to push up site, make sure that you clear behind site, that way no one runs up to you and catches you by surprise. The default plant spot is behind this box right here, which protects you from garage and anyone that could be pushing from behind. It's a very safe position to hold, but it doesn't really allow for a good after plant scenario. The best place is to plant the bomb at long. That way you can go down into C long and hold it from there. This is your first post plant position. Holding from long is the strongest position you can hold, assuming that the bomb is actually planted for you. You can play around with enemies and try to waste time, and you're very safe back there. You only have to watch out for the flank. The second post plant position you or your teammates can hold is double stack boxes. This position is strong because you can catch anyone that is coming out onto site, and it allows you to maneuver around quite a bit to cover different areas of the bomb site. The last post plant position that you can hold when you come from long is right where default plant would be. This is strong because you can watch garage, and if you swing out, you can even cover CT. However, in this position you are highly dependent on your teammates to keep you safe. Now that we've covered how to attack C site, let's take a look at B site and how to attack that. When attacking B site, you should have 3 players push from the left side of mid towards garage doors and 2 players peek from mid window. One of the players pushing mid doors should break off and push B site to provide an attack from another angle and help to move up. The other 2 players will push garage and then proceed to attack B site from the right side. This will catch your enemy by surprise and allow you to attack from multiple angles at the same time. The players pushing directly from mid into B site should make contact first, and then the players pushing from garage should make contact, that way they catch the enemies by surprise and have a higher chance of eliminating them. B site should be the site that you attack most rounds because it allows you to rotate to another site quite easily if you need to. If you get 1 or 2 picks on B site and they're starting to rotate and defend it, you can very easily just rotate to A or C with minimal risk. B site is also the best site to attack if you are on an eco or a force buy because it is very easily rushed. If you can manage to take garage control with a rush, it is very easy to swarm on site and eliminate all the enemies. However, it is also a site that you can attack very tactically from because of the long range gunfights that will happen at mid. One important thing to remember about B site, however, is that you must attack very quickly or always have someone to watch your flank. A common mistake is to get caught up in mid, which is a very bad place to be because you're susceptible to attacks from all different angles. If the enemy pulls off a flank behind you, they can destroy you and there's not much you can do about it. So I would recommend making your attacks on B site very swift and always having someone to watch for your flank. Let's look at a standard method for attacking B site. You should be pushing out from the left side of mid, but be careful and watch garage doors because sometimes players will push from them. As you move up to the site, clear out both sides of the doorway and on top of the large box because sometimes players will be boosted up on top. Always check the cubby in mid and then just gradually push up. Remember to always be looking where enemy could be and check on top of the boxes both left and right side for enemies. As you enter the site, start pushing towards the rear, clear out CT and the very back of site where players sometimes hide. Once you have cleared out the left side of CT and back of site, make sure that there's no one on the right side and then proceed to plant. The best spot to plant is for mid because you can watch it from mid, however you are exposed while you're planting. The next spot you could plant is right in this corner, where you're a little bit safer, but you can only defend it from CT or the cubby portion of mid. The last spot to plant is directly behind the large box, but it can be difficult to hold because you can only defend it from the CT doorways. The first post plant position is in this little cubby near mid. This is especially strong because you can watch for the right side of CT and anyone pushing up mid. It's also very easy to swing out and watch bomb. The second place you should be holding is mid window. This is easily the strongest post plant position because you can eliminate anyone on the spike, assuming that the spike is planted for mid. The last post plant position you should be holding is at the very back of site. This is strong because you can watch both the CT doorways and will know if anyone comes in sight. However, if it's planted in front of the box, it can be very difficult to defend spike itself. Now I'm going to show you how to attack from mid. Always make sure that you're watching for anyone pushing out a garage, and then attempt to force anyone off the angle that is watching mid. You should take anyone out that is guarding mid. As you move up, just check all the regular positions, back of sight, the cubby, and all the little spots that people can get on top of the boxes. Once you're in sight, you can proceed to plant wherever you wish and then take up a post plant position. The third method for attacking B site is very similar to the first, but instead of pushing into B site itself, you're going to be pushing into garage. As you enter garage, just be careful and look out for any of the spots that someone could be hiding and try to take out the garage player if they are playing in garage. If it's at all possible, try not to get spotted from C site. As you move up, you can choose to peek around the corner and try to eliminate some players that are playing on B site, or better yet, you can simply just sit there and watch them rotate. If your teammates are successful in taking B site, the enemy will certainly rotate from C and you can catch them off guard and eliminate them. Now that we've covered how to attack both C and B site, let's take a look at how to attack A site. When attacking A site, you should have 3 players push from A long and 2 players push from A short. The players that are taking long should be noticed first and should be taking most of the gunfights. The players going up A short are really the surprise team. Their goal is to catch the enemies off guard while they are focused on the players at long. However, this is assuming that your team is on a full buy. If your team is ecoing or doing a forced buy, then I would recommend have 3 or 4 players go A short and only 1 or 2 players go A long. The reason for this is because SMGs are going to lose every gunfight that they take at long because of their lack of range. However, it's very easy to explode out short and take out everyone on site if you do it properly. On full buy rounds, the players at long should make contact first and then the players at short should make contact. However, on eco buys, it is the opposite. Players on short should make contact first and players on long should make contact second. A site can be very difficult to attack because you're attacking from more or less the same place. Pushing up long and pushing up short is very dangerous because they're very tight quarters and you can be slowed down or naded out. Because of this, you should only be attacking A site when you suspect that there's not a lot of defenders playing on that site, or if you've been heavily hitting B or C site and you want to throw the enemies off. Keep this site in your back pocket as kind of like a wild card. You shouldn't always be going to this site, but pull it out once in a while to remind your enemies that it's still a possibility. If you decide to attack a site after you've been consistently beating your opponents on the other 2 sites, then there's a good chance that there aren't going to be a lot of players defending A and it's going to be an easy take. Now, let me show you how to attack A long. Always check to make sure no one is pushing up A short to catch you by surprise. Then make sure this angle is clear because some people like to hold it with a long range gun. As you move up, check to the right side of the stones as someone could be camping there. As you move up, make tiny little peeks, clearing every single corner and clearing heaven. There are a lot of angles someone could be holding on you, so you have to be careful to not overexpose yourself. Always clear your right and left corners. As you move on site, make sure that you clear out short, as many players like to hide here and wait for you to start planting. After you've cleared out the front of site, clear out the back of site and under heaven for anyone else that may be hiding and waiting. After you have completely cleared out site, you can then proceed to plant. The best spot to plant is right in front of the boxes because you are protected from heaven and you can watch the spike both from a long and a short. Another spot that you can plant the spike is right off to the side, which allows you to hold it easier from long or hold it from heaven, but you are very exposed. The first post plant position that you can hold is right by CT. This is a really strong position because you can catch anyone that's pushing out from CT or out from short. The second post plant position that you can hold is up in heaven. If the bomb is planted for you, this is easily the strongest position that you can hold. From this position, you can watch both long and short while simultaneously covering this spike. The third post plant position that you can hold is down by a long. This is a useful position because you can catch anyone rotating from your spawn, and you can also watch spike if anyone tries to defuse it. Finally, you can hold a position down by a short, which will allow you to watch spike and also cover anyone that is rotating by your spawn. While in this position, you can also move out and kill anyone that's heaven or anyone that is coming from CT. So that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys liked it, and I really hope that it helped you out. If you did like it, please leave a like and a comment down below. If you would like to see more Valorant content, please consider subscribing. I release a new tutorial video every week and gameplay highlights throughout the week. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.